What's going on, y'all? It's your boy ChaseVibez back in another video. As y'all can see from the title, today I'm going to be showing you how to make ambient virtual melodies. So let's just go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so originally I recorded this video from scratch, but the audio ended up messing up somehow, so I'm just going to show y'all pretty much how I made this melody. So to start, I went ahead and went into Serum, and I got this, if I can find it. Alright, so I went into Serum, I went into Synthetic and Bartow's 8-app Serum Bank, and I got this plug called Inferno. And this is the melody that I played out. And if it looks complex, I promise you it's really not. Basically all that I did was I worked in the key of C sharp, or the scale of C sharp, and all that I did was just make this basic chord progression right here, and then I just copied the third of each chord. I just raised it up an octave, and I copied the root, and I copied the fifth, and I just dropped them down one whole octave, just to make the chord more full, and then I just played these counter melodies over them. That's all that it really is. Super simple, I promise you. And for the effects, all that I did was put on an effect rack, and I just put on a crystallizer, and I turned down the mids to like 34%. And then I put Pancake on it. It's a free panning plugin, and I put it on 2 bars, and I just put FabFilter Pro QE3. You could use the Fruity EQ one. I just use this one sometimes to get a better EQ. I just EQ'd the low end out, some of the high end. That's what I do for all of my melodies. And then after that, I went ahead and added this pad. Repeats itself. I just kind of put it there to make it more full, and I just copied the same effects from this one. I right clicked file, I left click down on mixer track state, and I just dragged it over there, and it just turns it down. That's pretty much all that I did. And that's that. And then after that, I went ahead and added this lead right here out of Serum. Again, Serum's just really the go-to plugin for virtual style melodies, but the lead is called Whisper. It's out of Sinju's Serum Bank. I hope I'm saying his name right. But all that I did with that was just put on a pancake effect, pan left to right a little bit, 2 bars, just so it kind of moves more slow. And I put on a Fruity EQ some of the low end, high end out. I just played this basic melody right here. Yeah, and as y'all can hear, it sounds really majestic. Alright, so these are what the melodies sound like together. After that, I went ahead and added this vocal out of Arcade. It's from Distant Voices. The preset is called Mystify. I put it in the key of C sharp minor because that's the scale that we're in, and I just raised it up an octave. This is what that sounds like. Really basic. All I did was put a Fruity EQ on it, EQ some of the low and the high end out. I put a Fruity Reverb 2 on it. I turned up the wet to kind of make it more ambient, more flooded out with reverb. Then I put a stock default setting Fruity, Fruity Love Filter on it. And I put Pancake to kind of pan it left to right. Like I said in a lot of my previous tutorials, I really like panning my sound so everything's not in one spot. It was just better for the listener and the artist, especially the beat's not doing too much. It just makes it more full, so the artist is like able to come up with like, you know, vocals on it and stuff like that to fill up the beat. And all that I did was just I added some stereo separation, 22%, to kind of just, I'm still learning about some things like this. It just sounded better. I guess it like puts it more in the back of your head, instead of like directly in your ears. I'm not really sure how to explain it, but as y'all can, like, I'm not sure if you could tell the difference versus this. It kind of like pushes it back, I guess. So that's pretty much that for the vocal. Then next I went ahead and added this ARP from Omnisphere. I just felt like it needed more of like a fast moving sound in the melody. So it's a preset called Dream out of E-True's Division Omnisphere Bank. I'm not sure why it's popping up, but it's from his Division Omnisphere Bank. Really good sound, and this is what that sounds like. Has like a lot of delay and like fast moving parts to it. So yeah, that's what the melodies, this is what the melodies sound like together. last but not least, I went ahead and added this bass from Serum. It's from Adept Serum Bank. That's what it's called. Feisties. I can't even say that. Y'all don't flame me, bro. Alright, but this was the chord progression, and this is what I got. Yeah, and then that's basically that. I just had that for the intro, the beat, and then I left it out, and as you can see, I tracked out the melodies. This is good for loop makers. Whenever you're sending loops to producers, sometimes you may not arrange it the way that they want, so if you have it like this, they're more likely, to be happy using loop. Also, if you name it with the key and BPM, it also just helps speed up the process, so they don't have to really go out their way. But basically, all that I arranged it like was the intro, and then I did the hook, and then I did the verse. And as you can see, I have it like everything in different parts. I don't have like, I don't have it laid out like this where everything is the same. You know what I'm saying? Because that would just be super lame. So basically all that I did was just have like the intro of just like the Omnisphere Bank, and then the pad, and then the vocal and the bass as the intro, and then I took that out and I went ahead and added the pluck. And then for the second part of the hook, I added the lead, and then I took everything out except the pad and the ARP for the verse, and then the second part of the verse, I went ahead and added the vocal. Some other producers may arrange it differently. It's really just preference and however you feel like arranging it. Like I said, it's good to always track out each and every individual loop or sound, whatever you want to call it, out, so that way, like, the producer that's cooking up on it, they can switch it up however they want. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this tutorial. I appreciate y'all for watching, man. I'm out.